April 29th, 2026, and we'll give it a few minutes for people to join. Can't believe this month is over already. And we have people joining already. Give it another minute or so. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday evening. We are only 4 subscribers away from hitting 8,000. So if you're new to the stream, please subscribe to the channel. And for those who did watch the stream on Saturday, we will be giving away a Mission First Tactical belly band holster. I will put my email address in the chat, and if you're interested, hit me up with an email and I will select a winner. There we go. So in gun news, it looks like the new ATF director is finally going to do something in our favor. And hello, Pezzo. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining. So it looks like the new ATF director, from what I read, is going to probably be rolling back about 30 gun laws from the Biden administration. And hello, David. Thanks for joining. And that is huge, including pistol braces and all the other stupid rules that the Biden administration put through. It also looks like the new Attorney General, Blanche, is also Second Amendment friendly, unlike Pam Bondi, who did nothing for the Second Amendment. So we'll keep an eye on that. I know we have a Senator Lee who's still trying to push for national reciprocity. I give him credit for doing so, but it's never going to happen in a lifetime. And hello, Daniel. Thank you for joining. Tennessee just passed a major gun bill the other day, and that is loosening the requirements for the use of deadly force to protect personal property. Hey, Duke, how are you, brother? And that is a huge one in Tennessee. Before this bill, you were not allowed to use deadly force to protect personal property, but effective July 1st, 2027, you will be able to use deadly force to protect personal property. And that is a major, major win. If there's rioters or looters and they're burning down your home and your barn, under the old law, you had to just stand there and watch. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Of course, the people against it are concerned that there's going to be innocent people getting killed, but you know what? The law will take care of that by itself, right? I mean, you still have to be able to prove that the only way to prevent personal property from being taken is to fear that your life is in danger, and that's the only choice. And that is not correct, Zila. In Tennessee, and just like every other state, you are not allowed to use deadly force to protect personal property. That's why this is a major, major win for us. The Castle Doctrine law and the Stand Your Ground law only applies to your own life. And you have to prove that your life was in imminent danger. Now that you'll be able to use deadly force to protect personal property, you're still going to have to prove that the only way to protect that property is by deadly force. Yeah, it's still illegal there, Zeli. You're still not allowed to protect personal property. You're allowed to protect your family, but not your home. That's the way the law was written. And it's written that way in every state. And that falls under the Castle Doctrine law. If somebody breaks into your home, the assumption is their intention is to do bodily harm. And Sultry Poultry, welcome. Good evening. Manny, thanks for joining. There's going to be a lot of gray areas, though, I would think. Being able to use deadly force to protect personal property. I mean, somebody's unarmed and they're trying to steal your lawnmower that's on your front lawn. You're not going to be able to just start blasting them away. That's a huge difference, Zila. Somebody breaks into your home, that's the Castle Doctrine law. You do have the right to use deadly force. And in the state of Tennessee, the law assumes that if someone breaks into your home, their intention is to do bodily harm. That's a totally different ballgame than personal property, like your car or somebody breaking into your shed, etc. Now, the bill has passed the House and the Senate. I don't believe Governor Lee has signed it yet, but I don't expect him to veto that bill. And that is correct, Zila. If they break into your home, Tennessee law interprets that their intention is to do bodily harm. Personal property, there's a gray line with that because technically your pet is considered personal property. But now, being able to use deadly force to defend personal property, there's a lot of farmers in Tennessee. Somebody's stealing your livestock, you would be able to use deadly force. I just think it's going to be a gray area to prove that the only way to prevent that is deadly force. Um, if somebody was burning down my home or harming my family, that's one thing. But using deadly force to stop somebody from taking a lawnmower, I'm not sure I'd really want to test that in court. And for those who just joined, we do this stream every Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock Eastern, every Saturday at 12 noon. I believe we're only 4 subscribers away from our goal of 8,000. So if you haven't done so, please subscribe. I'd appreciate that. I guess, Zila, the difference now is that if somebody's stealing your property and you shoot them, you don't have to drag them in the house anymore. You know what, Zila? I'm sure that happened in Montana and all of those Midwestern towns, but, things change. I mean, it's like, I'll give you a good example, okay? Now, under the Castle Doctrine law, you're allowed to use deadly force uh, anywhere you have the legal right to be, as long as you're not in the commission of a crime and you feel your life is in danger. So, what does that mean? You can't go rob a liquor store and then when the clerk pulls a gun on you, shoot him and say that you feared for your life. At the same time, if somebody's stealing your car and you're in your home um, and you go out to shoot them, that's premeditated. Your life was not in danger when you were in your house. You intentionally left your home and went out and shot him. That's not going to fly in court. Um, so, how do you prove that the only way to um, protect property is if your life was in danger? Well, I look at it this way: if you live in a state, especially in a state like Tennessee, you'd have to be an idiot to walk on somebody's property and steal their things, knowing that they probably have a gun, right? Well, with that said, I would think if somebody has the nerve to walk onto your property and steal your property, um, they probably have a weapon on them. It doesn't have to be a firearm. It could be a knife. It could be a club, a baseball bat. Um, Hertzwell, thanks for joining. Hello to you. But it's just going to be interesting how that plays out because it's not so cut and dry. I mean, if you're in your home and you hear somebody breaking into your car, doesn't give you a license to go out and shoot them to protect your property. Um, you still have to be able to prove that you felt your life was in danger. Now, see, for me, the advantage I have is I'm old. I'm an old man. Uh, I'm too old to fight. I'm too fat to run. So I'll just shoot you. Well, I I've been in the process of getting all of the parts I need to build my Glock 21 pistol, 45 ACP. Uh, all my parts came in this week, so I will definitely be building it this weekend. I got the frame from Lone Wolf. I got the uh, Lone Wolf, Timberwolf large frame. And hello, Nikki. Thanks for joining. Appreciate having you here. And that is an awesome frame. It's got a flared magwell. Um, it's built just as good as my Glock. Um, the Glock 21 is the large frame, so it will accommodate the Glock 20 10mm slide, as well as the Glock 21 45 ACP slide. So I got the frame in black. The slide I got from K&M Tactical, and I got it Cerakoted. I had a bunch of choices, and I went with the Stormtrooper White, which I think is going to look badass. I just got my fiber optic sights. My 2 Glock 21 mags just came in today from Gun Mag Warehouse. So I will be putting that together on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. I mentioned once or twice before, out of all the guns I got rid of, I probably regret getting rid of the Glock 21 the most. Every once in a while, I thin out the herd. I get rid of some guns so I can buy new ones. Much as I don't like to give up guns, sometimes that's the only way. Channel is still small. Still need a lot of subscribers to be able to generate revenue to purchase firearms on a regular basis. So sometimes, unfortunately, it does come down to that. I'm looking at getting another 1911, and I'm looking at the Kimber. Even though I said I didn't like them, I may give them another chance. But I'm also looking at one of the TSAs. It's about $200 cheaper than the Kimber. Really nice looking. I've had very good luck with TSAs before. Nobles, I was looking at, I think it's called the Blackhawk. It's about the $650 price range. Yeah, Dan Wessons are nice, Duke, but they're a little pricey for me. I did just get my new handmade, custom-made leather pancake holster from Tucker and Bird. I will probably review that this weekend as well. And that is hands down the best quality leather holster on the planet for the money. I own a few of them. They are handmade and custom made. You have a lot of choices. You pick the color of the leather. You can have it two-tone. You can add a concho. You can add a thumb break. You pick the color, the stitching. And they're not horribly expensive either. And I do have another urban carry holster coming from my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 10mm. Hey, Adrian, your mommy's calling you. Time to go back into your mommy's basement. All right, guys, this is an open forum, so anything you guys want to discuss that's firearms related, leave it in the comments and we will discuss that. I'm sure you'd rather have us discuss that than to just hear me babble on. Also, any firearms related questions, don't be afraid to ask. Sultry Poultry, yes, I do have experience with the SIG 1911s. They are very good quality, but honestly, I just happen to be a big fan of the Colt, and I would take my Colt government competition over the SIG. Not there's anything wrong with the SIG, but I just happen to be a huge Colt fan. My Colt government model is stainless steel with blue G10 grips. Uh, Jones, it's tuckerandbirdholsters.com. I'll put it in here. Uh, yeah, the FNX 45 Tactical is a great gun. Anyway, I'm sorry, I missed my rant on the leather holsters. I also really like the urban carry holsters. Um, I think for the money, they're great quality, um, and you get the best of both worlds. You get the look and the feel and the comfort of leather, but you still get the retention of a Kydex holster. I have a few of them as well. Um, and to be honest with you, when they're not on sale, the urban carry holsters are around $79. I think that's a fantastic price considering that a Kydex holster almost costs that much money. Um, and I have 3 or 4 urban carry holsters inside and outside the waistband. I do like the retention. I'm not a fan of thumb brakes. So, for my leather holsters, I do not order them with a thumb brake on them, but I do like that Urban Carry does have the little Kydex trigger guard catch that locks it in. It's really actually incredible. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Um, I guess when I first saw the commercials, it led me to believe it was a leather holster, uh, a Kydex holster wrapped in leather. Not that there's just a little piece of Kydex in there, but it's okay. It's comfortable. It's good looking. It wears very well. Um, they've been around a long time, and um, if money's the issue, I would go with that. One thing I will say about the Tucker and Bird, there is nothing like it out there. I'll be honest with you. If you go looking at Kraft and Phobos, etc., um, Kirkland, they're handmade. They're not custom made. The holsters from Tucker and Bird, I bought one from my Python. It's black and black cherry. You pick the stitching color. You tell it whether you have suppressor height sights. You tell it whether you have a 1.5 or wider gun belt. You can add conchos and embossing to it. I mean, it is a true custom made holster. Because of that, they don't have them on the shelf, and they do take time. I have to warn you. The Tucker and Bird holsters have about a 2-month lag time. So if it's something you think you're going to get in a week or two, forget about it. Mark, as of lately, I have not heard anything new about the Beretta Ruger takeover. And Brookside Farm, thanks for joining, brother. Welcome back. I'm hoping they can play nice because nothing good ever comes out of a hostile takeover. I don't know. I mean, they should just do what CZ did when they bought Dan Wesson and Colt, and just let them operate as independent companies. No, Duke, I did not get my Ruger 1022. I will be getting one though, and like I said, I saw one on Grab a Gun for I think it was under $300, and it has a 250th anniversary medallion on it. That gun will probably be a collector's item. But anyway, I'm hoping that this thing with Beretta and Ruger just doesn't get ugly. I like the Ruger products. Uh, don't know what's going to happen yet. I'm assuming uh, Ruger could probably tie it up in the courts and claim that it's a SEC violation. Uh, who knows? But that Ruger 1022 is definitely coming, Duke. That gun is a classic anyway. And now that they have the 250th anniversary, um, it's even better. Good evening, Mark. Thank you for joining. I just looked at Grab a Gun the other day and they had them. Pezzo, I really, to be honest with you, I really haven't fully taken down the Ruger. Um, only thing I've done is taken out the magazine and just ran uh, the cotton patch and the brush through the barrel. Um, I see now also that the Ruger 1022 comes in multiple varieties now. They come in polymer, they come in black, they come in walnut. Um, the one I was looking at was the classic walnut one. And it was under $300 for the 250th anniversary. You know what, Mark? I don't know why anybody would hate the Mini 14. It's well built, like all the other Ruger products. It's built like a tank. It'll last forever. Exactly. It's a lot of fun for under $300. It'll last forever. Um, my only complaint, and it's not a deal breaker, I'm not really a fan of the rotary magazines. Personally, um, I would rather have a detachable uh, standard mag than the rotary mags, but uh, it is what it is, and they're quite pricey, but they're reliable and they're very smooth. Um, so it wouldn't stop me. That must be nice, Mark. I've been pondering the idea, being that you know I do have limited resources, um, so I can. It's not like I can go out and buy a new gun every week. So if anyone is interested in doing a collaboration and reviewing their firearm, um, I'll be more than happy to put it up on our channel. Just reach out to me, and um, that would be great. I've done it before. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Big Daddy Rod, I love the Saint Victor. I was actually just looking at that myself the other day. Um, I shot one at Bud's range. Um, you can't go wrong with any of the Springfield products, really. Um, like I've said, the only Springfield products I'm really not a fan of are the XDs. That's just not their best work. They're very plastic feeling and cheap feeling. But other than the XDs, everything else they have is solid as a rock and it'll last forever. Yep, I agree with that, Aaron. All their military rifles, they were tanks. And I got to tell you, the Henry Big Boy, I bought a Henry Big Boy 357 Magnum lever action rifle, and I got the carbine version with the 16-inch barrel. And thing's almost 9 pounds. That's heavy as shit. That's built like a tank. So again, if any of you guys are interested in collaborating and reviewing a firearm you already own, um, reach out to me, and I'd be happy to do that. I've done that before. You know what, Aaron? I had a I had a 45 long Colt pistol, and I got rid of it because it was so damn expensive. I hate having guns I can't afford to shoot. Um, that's the only reason why. And I actually had a Uberti single action 45, and I got rid of that too because I couldn't afford to shoot it. And I don't know what you're trying to say there, Mountain Man. But I like the Henry. They're from Bayonne, New Jersey, and they are moving. They have moved to Tennessee as well. Um, Beretta moved to Tennessee. Smith and Wesson moved to Tennessee. Even Uzi moved to Tennessee. It is a very gun-friendly state. Yeah, that one sounds nice too, Pezzo. I mean, Marlins make great quality guns, and now that they're owned by Ruger, um, they're even better. This is my other concern with the Beretta trying to have a hostile takeover. Is I'll get right to you there, Big Daddy. You know, what is Beretta going to do about Marlin now that Ruger owns them? Um, you know what, Big Daddy? There's nothing wrong with the Ruger 9 carbine, but to be honest with you, um, I really like the Smith and Wesson M&P 9 millimeter, and it's also available in 10. Um, Ruger makes a lot of great products, but you know that Smith and Wesson M&P is fantastic. Hey, John, welcome. Join. Glad to have you. For those that are new, we do this every week. If this is what you like, we do it every Wednesday evening at 8 Eastern, every Saturday at 12 noon. It is a open forum. We discuss firearms, accessories. We ask questions, and we all learn from each other. So if anybody has any firearms related questions, feel free to ask. Also, one way we really learn here is that if you have an experience, good or bad, with the firearm or an accessory, um, type it in here. Um, maybe you could prevent somebody else from making a mistake, or if it's something you liked and somebody's looking to get a new firearm. Hey, Nick, your mommy's calling you. Time to go back to the basement. Aaron, what is that Scar 17 round mag for? Just curious. I just know I'm super excited to build my Glock 21. Um, that was probably one of the biggest regrets I ever had. Uh, and just so you know, there, Duke, um, that Timberwolf frame that I bought, the large frame, it will accommodate a 45 ACP or a 10 millimeter slide. So I could actually take the slide off of my Glock 20 and put it on there. Um, but this is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, since Glock bent over, I will never buy another Glock. I love the Glocks I have, and I'll never part with them, but I'll never buy another one. However, it won't stop me from building one. Um, and it's going to be badass with the Stormtrooper white Cerakote. Is it New Jersey compatible? Well, yeah, it's just the frame. So, yes, I would say yes. No problem there, Aaron. Uh, oh, you know what, Duke? The problem is that it will accept a 13 round Glock 21 mag or a 15 round uh, Glock 20 mag. I would be doing a review. I think I'm going to have to wait a little bit, Duke, because I have to wait until May 18th for my strike to go away. Because if I get another one within that 90-day period, that's 2 weeks I can't stream or post. And if I get 3 strikes in 90 days, they take the channel down. Um, and it seems like YouTube is just looking for a reason to fuck with me because um, I I follow the guidelines and they keep telling me I'm violating community guidelines. So I think I will wait until that strike goes away. Um, I don't see why just doing a review of a frame uh, would be that big of a deal. But I did a review of a barrel, and 2 days. And the funny thing is, I did a review of a barrel, and they approved it for monetization. And 2 days later, they removed the video and gave me a strike for violating community guidelines. So, um, and and the funny thing is, I made it. I made a conscious effort not to even show putting the barrel in the gun. I did it off camera, and they still flagged me anyway. So, well, I guess that's good news, Duke. Then you can join us. Hey, Kevin, thanks for joining us, brother. Pro 2 all the way. That's right. Um, like I said, now we have a new ATF director that is going to probably be rolling back 30 stupid laws uh, created by the Biden administration. We have an attorney general now that Blanche that looks like he's going to actually help us, as opposed to Pam Bondi, who did nothing. I don't get their rules either. You know, here's the problem, Duke. The job of the ATF is not to create gun laws, right? That's the executive branch of government. The job of the ATF is to enforce laws that are already on the books. But somehow they got away with creating their own laws, and that's illegal. So I'm hoping that now that we have a new director, a lot of these stupid gun rules go away. I know one thing is going to definitely be the pistol braces, that's for sure. I didn't know. That's interesting, Mark. I didn't know Vermont had a magazine restriction. Uh, like, you know, Duke, it just slipped my mind. I just had it on my tongue too. I just saw it today on Fox News. Um, I didn't know Vermont had a mag capacity limit there, Mark. Considering you don't need a permit to carry in Vermont. Yeah, just check Fox News. It'll be right up there. That's interesting. 15 for handgun, considering that, anybody can carry in Vermont. I'm kind of surprised by that. I love the great state of Tennessee. We have no restrictions, rifle or pistol. Don't need a permit to open or concealed carry. And Duke, if you ever do come down Tennessee to visit, if you drive, you could carry your gun when you're here. And I believe if you go to like Bud's, yes, that's it. I didn't know how to pronounce his last name. But anyway, Duke, if you ever do come down to Tennessee to visit and you drive, you could carry your gun. Hey, gun dog, and welcome, brother. Well, that sounds like a nice setup you got going there, dog. You know what? Maybe post or send me a picture of it. Hey, Aaron, welcome there, neighbor. Yeah, Kentucky's not far at all. We ride our motorcycle, and it's another thing I like about Tennessee. When you ride a motorcycle, you can go through Georgia, Virginia, Kentucky, in North Carolina in a couple of hours. They should move to Tennessee, Duke. Real estate is still affordable. Taxes are cheap. My brother lives in West Orange, New Jersey, and he pays $15,000 a year property tax. Anyway, Duke, if you do come down to visit, drive, and you can carry your firearm. Anybody can carry a firearm in Tennessee, as long as they're 18, they're not a felon. And I believe you can buy long guns in Tennessee and take them home. It's just pistols that you have to have sent to an FFL. I agree, Pezzo. That magazine restrictions are stupid for a couple reasons. Number one, they're unconstitutional. There's nothing in the Constitution that says, but you can only have X number of rounds. Now you're forcing people to get them pinned. But the problem with the magazine restrictions is, again, they're these dumbass lawmakers that know nothing about guns are making up gun laws that will only hinder law-abiding citizens. Um, the bad guys are still going to have their high-capacity mags. They just don't get it yet. Well, when you come down here, Duke, you make sure you look me up. We could spend the whole day just going to gun stores. I got 3 gun stores within 15 minutes of my house. Well, good luck with that gun dog, and you have a safe trip out there on the road. But I think that's the worst problem we have in our country, is that you have lawmakers that know nothing about guns, making up stupid gun laws. And I don't even know how the Supreme Court allows this crap. It's because they're all liberals, and the problem you have is they got to do something about. They have to do something about the lifetime appointments. And Al, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Again, we are only 4 subscribers away from our 8,000. So if you haven't done so, please do that. I'd appreciate it. Ask Punch. You know what? I'm not really a big rifle guy, so I'm going to defer that to the other people that are online here. If somebody could recommend good rifle ammo for Ask Sponge, uh, please help them out there. Thanks, Sultry. I appreciate that. Turn on notifications too. Watch as many of our videos as you can. Share them with your friends. Like them. Leave comments. The more the videos are watched and commented on, the more YouTube pushes them out, and we generate revenue based on watch time hours. So we have almost 1,000 videos out there now. Go on a tear and start binge watching. We also have some people that decided to become a member and join Pro Gun. We appreciate them as well. All right, Aaron, great to have you. Thanks for joining us, brother. Hope you join us again sometime. You have a good evening as well. And thank you for that, Aaron. I appreciate that, brother. And this is the great thing about this. It's like a family here. We have a lot of regulars, and we answer questions for each other. Like I always say, um, everybody doesn't know everything, but everybody knows something. Uh, so never be afraid to ask a question. Odds are there's somebody out here that will answer it for you. And nobody will make fun of you or flame you. Yeah, you know what, Duke? Um, I thought about it. I'll be honest with you. I'm too lazy. I don't reload for rifle. Um, I load 357 Magnum, which is why I got the Henry Big Boy in 357 Magnum. But reloading rifle is way too much work. And Larson, I have not seen the shotgun axe. No. Sorry. All right. Well, good luck to you there, Gun Dog, and you be safe out there. Always good to see you. Yeah, I thought about it, Duke. I was going to start reloading 5.56. It's just, I don't know. From everything I read, it's too much work sizing the neck of rifle brass. Well, that sounds interesting there, Larson. Yeah, I agree, Kevin. When I bought the Henry, um, I was kind of on the fence between the Henry, the Marlin, and the Smith and Wesson, and I went with the Henry for two reasons. The the big boy is absolutely gorgeous. It's got the brass gate, brass bends, um, super smooth lever, um, and because we're originally from New Jersey, it does have "Made in Bayonne, New Jersey" stamped on it. Um, and the octagonal barrel is super heavy duty. Um, I couldn't have gone wrong even if I went with the Marlin, but uh, my first pick was the Henry. You know what, Pezzo? That action on the Henry is smooth as butter. I did a review of it. Search my videos and you'll see. Uh, I uh, I found it to be buttery smooth. Shoots very well. Takes a while to get used to the buckhorn sights, but yeah, go on, Mark. Yeah, that's one thing nice about what Taurus did is they will take Glock sights, so it's really easy to upgrade the sights on them. But yeah, Kevin, that lever on the Henry, one finger, it's super smooth, and also that octagonal barrel. Let me tell you, I got the carbine version in 357 Magnum with a 16-inch barrel, and it's almost 9 pounds. It's heavy as hell, but that will last forever. And the dark walnut finish with the brass is just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, take a look at that video, Pezzo. You'll see what I mean. It's just a gorgeous gun. It really is. We have about 15 minutes left, so if there's anything you guys want to discuss. Also, I'll put my email address in here again. I will be giving away a Mission Tactical belly band holster. Um, like I said, I'm giving a lot of products to review, and I wind up just giving some of them away. I can't use them all, and I'd rather share them with you guys. So if you're interested in that, send me an email, and I will pick a winner. Pezzo, Ruger no longer makes that uh, bolt action rifle. It's going to be interesting to see how much that product line slims down if Beretta takes them over. I think I also have from Clip Draw, I have a trigger guard holster for Glock 19/19X I will be giving away as well. So reach out. My email's out there. I will pick a winner and I will announce it on Saturday. And we've given away quite a few things so far this year: shot timers, belly band holsters, etc. Like I said, when a place contacts me and asks me to review it, I have duplicates and triplicates of things. There's no point in me just keeping them on the shelf. I'd rather give them to you guys. So, and I appreciate all of our subscribers. I guess you missed the news on that, Kevin. Not only is Beretta going to buy Ruger, it looks like a hostile takeover right now. I think it happened 6 months ago. Beretta now owns a controlling number of shares in Ruger. They bought a boatload of shares a few months back, and now Beretta is the major shareholder. And it looks like Beretta is trying to initiate a hostile takeover to take the whole Ruger company over. So we'll definitely be watching that. I've always been a big fan of Ruger. I love their products. I like the Savages too. I have a Savage Axis. That's one of my favorites. They make great quality products. I didn't even know they made a handgun. I bought a Savage Stance XR. That's an awesome gun. Yeah, you do that, Duke. No, I'm just concerned that Beretta's going to destroy the company, and nothing good comes out of hostile takeovers. Yeah, unfortunately, Kevin, I spend way too much time investigating firearm news and gun laws and etc. Um, so I read these things every day just to keep current, um, and it's disappointing. Um, you know, when CZ bought Colt and Dan Wesson, they let them operate as independent companies. Matter of fact, Colt just hired their own president a couple of weeks ago, a woman. I would hope that Beretta just lets Ruger operate independently, but I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. It looks like Beretta's only going to use Ruger for the items they don't have and scrap everything else. But I could be wrong, but this hostile takeover doesn't look good. And we got about 10 minutes left. So if there's anything you guys want to discuss, feel free to type it in there. Again, I'm always looking for new products to review. I can't keep buying new guns every week. My email address is out there. If there's anyone that's interested in doing a collaboration and you have firearms or accessories you want to review and send them to me to put on our channel, I'll be more than happy to do that. It would be greatly appreciated so that we can have reviews of even more firearms for people. So please think about that. that's something you're willing to do. Duke, I know you have a lot of shit you could be reviewing. And again, special thanks to our moderators. They do a great job uh, keeping the riffraff out. Hasn't been so bad tonight. Saturday was bad. Hasn't been too bad tonight. But we wouldn't be able to do this live stream without our moderators. So, hey, Chris, what's up? Yep, I agree, Pezzo. I just bought the Ruger GP100 a couple of weeks ago, and I put a high-vis fiber optic sight in the front. Thing is beautiful. Duke, when we lived in New Jersey, my wife applied for her firearms ID card. I called the police department. 6 months they had it. And I was told that it's not on their list of priorities. Chris, I have not seen the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard revolver. I know they make a Bodyguard semi-auto. I have not seen the revolver. Yeah, that's the other problem, Duke, is that New Jersey is a may issue, not a must issue. Your police chief does not need a reason to deny you, and you have no recourse. If your local police chief says no, you're screwed. Some towns are not bad. Like, I believe West Milford, New Jersey, was one of the first cities in New Jersey that stopped charging for permits. Duke, where in New Jersey? You're in South Jersey, correct? There's a bunch of ranges in North Jersey. Yeah, there's really nothing out there. There used to be Rays in Springfield, New Jersey, or Somerset. Uh, yeah, it's, you know what, Duke, it's got to be hard for a gun range to make money now. I mean, liability insurance has got to be astronomical. I'll have to look into that, Chris. I haven't seen the Bodyguard revolver. Pezzo, I got the GP100 in stainless. I'm a huge fan of stainless. Blued, from past experience, it just wears off, scratches easily. Yeah, I like the stainless also because it doesn't rust. I don't own any revolvers that are blued. They're all stainless. I used to, a long time ago, have a blued Smith & Wesson Model 28. Now, don't get me wrong. I like stainless. I'm not a fan of the chrome. The chrome looking thing. I like the matte finish stainless, like on the GP100. It's not blinding. I think what I'll do, Duke, is I will, when I build that Glock 21 this weekend, what I'll do is I'll post pictures of it. They can't hose me for posting a picture. It's just the review that they get goofy about. Yeah, I agree, Mark. The matte stainless is nice. Polished stainless, they do a nice job on it. My Python and my Viper are polished stainless, and they shine like a pig's ass, but they are gorgeous. I still haven't had a chance to fire my Viper yet. I'm going to take it this weekend for sure. And I put excess sights on because this is what came on it. A blacked out front sight. My old eyes can't see it. So I got a tritium front night sight for that. Yeah, those are both nice revolvers there, though, Chris. I have the Ruger GP100. I have the Colt Viper. I have the Smith & Wesson 686 Deluxe. And I have the Colt Python Combat Elite. I had a few Taurus revolvers, which I got rid of. Not that there was anything wrong with them. Like I said, every once in a while, I will take a few guns to the gun store. If they give me a decent price for them, I'll trade them in so I can buy something new, just so I get bored every now and then. Problem is that as I start whittling down my collection, there's less and less guns I'm willing to part with now. That Taurus 856 is a great gun too. And Patel, your mommy's calling you. It's time to go back in the basement with all the other liberals. Bye-bye. Yes, I have a CZ 45 ACP. I have a 9mm. I have a CZ Shadow. Yes, Duke, if you came to Tennessee and you bought a rifle, you could bring it back to New Jersey as long as it's New Jersey compliant. Again, for those people that are new to the channel, if you like what we do here, we do it every Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern, every Saturday at 12 noon. If you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. I think we're only 4 subscribers away from our goal of 8,000. Again, I put my email address out there, and I would appreciate if any of you guys would like to do a collaboration and you can review your own firearm accessory, and we'll get it on our Pro Gun YouTube channel. That would be great. I would appreciate that. After a while, I just start running out of things to review. I just can't afford to keep buying new guns every week. Not big enough yet where they get sent to me like Hickok 45 and Such. One day, maybe. All right, guys, this is a 2-minute warning. We have 2 minutes and we will end the stream. Thank you all for joining. I definitely appreciate that. Especially our members. They help support our channel by joining and becoming a member. Members have additional perks and they get to see the videos before they get released to the public. And Mark, good to see you as always. Thank you for joining. Go Steelers. Go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Poto, I'm jealous, man. I'm really jealous. I always wanted one of those CZ Scorpions. All right, guys, we are going to end the stream now. Thank you all for joining. Have a great evening. And for those who join Saturdays, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.